parked up at my old place of work, which feels really strange. When I went on maternity leave in June, I was managing their yoga studio, I was organising their wellness events, and occasionally I would also teach yoga. And so I am testing the waters, I guess, and seeing how it fits in with my life and the baby's life by teaching a couple of classes this morning. Yeah, I've not taught in months, so I'm not feeling nervous about it, because I've been teaching for over 9 years, so I know I'm capable, I know I'm confident, I know I'm organised, but yes, it's just like, yeah, it's just a bit of a strange feeling, I guess. So far this morning, the baby woke up at 3:30 for a feed. The baby is still completely off schedule, but that's okay. I feel like this is the tail end of the sleep regression. I did get back in bed, but I just sort of drifted for a little bit. You know when you've got somewhere to be and get up for. Besides appointments, I haven't really had that in a little while, so this is my first commitment, so I'll take you with me. Last night I was so tired that I went to sleep with soaking wet hair. And if you've got curly hair, I don't know if this happens for people with straight hair, but if you've got curly hair, you know that's a huge no-no. So this is what we're working with hair-wise today. Outfit-wise, I'm wearing a top and leggings. The bar makes it a little bit hard to see the full outfit, but I'm wearing a top and leggings from Nimble. And then I'm wearing a sports bra from Lululemon. So I've just let myself in, turned off the alarm. Whoa, that's bright, let's turn this down. And now I'm sat in the yoga studio, enjoying a coffee. Well, about to enjoy a coffee. I'm getting ahead of myself. Cheers. How good's the first sip of coffee? So we're almost at summer here in Melbourne, and it's absolutely pouring down outside, which is actually good. I think it's a good thing because I know it's going to be a really hot summer, and they've predicted that we'll have another bushfire disaster, so I'm so happy for it to rain this whole week, actually, except for Friday. Let it rain. I actually wasn't teaching that much before I went on maternity leave. I've previously been a full-time yoga teacher, but for the last couple of years now, I've spent more time managing yoga studios than teaching in them. So this is an opportunity to see if I enjoy teaching, and as mentioned, to see if it even fits in with our new life, our new little life, our new little lovely life at that. Teaching gives me the freedom and flexibility because most of the classes are in the either in the morning or in the evening. It gives me that option when Adam can be at home with the baby. I do want just a little something like this, 2 classes a week, so that possibly 4, but we'll see. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll see how today goes first. Because I want a little bit of independence. I want something that is sort of just for me, something that I can offer. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I just want something that's for me, to maintain my independence, to get my brain moving, to get my brain working. It feels like it's not working very well this morning, having said that. I want something once or twice a week where I can leave home, leave the baby with dad, and go and be like a normal person. I don't mean that mums aren't normal people. I just mean I want part of my identity that's not wrapped up in being a mum. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. So yoga has been a huge part of my identity for almost 10 years. Whether I've been practicing it, or whether I've been teaching it, or whether I've been managing yoga studios, it's such a huge part of my identity that it would be really strange if I just didn't do that anymore. But first and foremost, my priority, and actually what I'm really good at, surprisingly, is being a mum. So I really want to lean into that, because the baby will never be this young, this small, this dependent on me ever again. So I do want to make that a priority. But yeah, just a little something once or twice a week. So that's what we're experimenting with this morning, to see if it works, to see if it feels good, to see if it fits well, you know? Sweet Lord, that is delicious. I'm going to show you what I can see now. This is the courtyard, where in summer people can enjoy a coffee or brunch. Beautiful ivy. We've got a mirrored studio here on one side with a bar, and then it's very yellowy in this light, but this is our yoga studio, and it goes all the way back there too. This is the teacher's mat up front with some crystal bowls. I've just remembered that the last time, do we need to change this brightness again? It's better. The last time I did teach in this studio, I was so heavily pregnant. If I can figure out how to do so, I'll have to insert a picture in here of how pregnant I was. I was actually in this outfit. I've just remembered I was in this outfit. And I was teaching, so because I was managing the space, I taught all of the corporates that came through, just because I'd already built a bit of a relationship with them. And so I was teaching a corporate, and I couldn't even get down on my mat. I absolutely loved teaching whilst pregnant, but yeah, just when I was showing you the teacher mat, it reminded me that I couldn't even get down and up. I could get down, but I wasn't entirely sure I could get back up. This is the tea lounge where you would wait for your treatment. The beautiful crystal chandelier. This is the little hydration station. I usually have tea set up here and water. This is the tea, it's so yummy. The rooms aren't currently set up because it's so early in the morning. This is where you would receive your treatment. This is one of the bigger rooms. It comes with a shower. Is all set up, the candles are lit, I've burned a little bit of Palo Santo, we've got the essential oil diffuser going, the lighting is right, it feels like home, I play around a little bit with the crystal singing bowls to make sure I'm comfortable with them, and then I just took a few breaths to center myself, to ground myself, and then in that came up a couple of things I want to mention in today's class, so I wrote those down, and I'm all set, I'm all ready to teach. Can I just be honest, I have no idea where to look. Do I look at myself, which is so strange to look at yourself and talk, or do I look at the camera? Feels very odd, let me tell you. When I was pregnant and thinking about how much my life would understandably change, my husband and I wrote down and discussed our non-negotiables, the things that we would love to maintain, things that were really important to us, so that we didn't lose ourselves, and so that we could also nurture and nourish our mental and physical health, so that we're in a good place to be the best parents that we can be, and also be the best partners that we can be. On one of my recent Saturdays, I actually came here to Willow to practice yoga with a beautiful teacher named Annabelle. And when I say coincidence, it's never a coincidence, it's always the universe. Her theme, her physical theme at least, was wringing out the upper body, which is exactly what my physio told me that I should be doing with all of the picking up and the breastfeeding. And so as soon as she said that that was her theme, I knew I'd chosen the right class, the right studio, the right teacher. And the class was absolutely beautiful. I loved it. And then I went into the sauna, and I used to be a really, really cold person, always. Since being pregnant, I've flipped to being a really hot person. I wonder if that'll change again when I'm no longer breastfeeding. But anyway, I didn't last too long in the sauna, but it was lovely to just go in there and lay down for a few moments. When I say a few moments, I think I was in there for 25 minutes. That's not that long for me, but it's probably a while for some. I did a little meditation in there, and then I headed home and I felt like a new woman. One of the other things that I've done before with a really good girlfriend of mine is spend some really good quality time with her. So my phone gets put on silent, do not disturb, although it's eternally on do not disturb, to be honest with you. And we checked out a new space called Inner Studio. Is it Inner Studio? Yes, it's called Inner Studio. It has a beautiful yoga studio, a huge, the biggest I've ever seen infrared, no, it's not infrared sauna, I think it's a traditional sauna. Yep, a huge traditional sauna, an ice cold plunge, an ice cold bath, and then a hot bath. And she and I, you can book an hour-long session, so she and I went in and we actually spent an hour and a half there. Two really nice guys who own it. One of them has a dog, the dog was there. I'm obsessed with dogs, so that's fine by me. And it was incredible. When we first did the ice bath, I got so anxious. And I mean, she owns a yoga studio, so even though I know the lessons myself, sometimes it really helps to be with someone who can coach you through it in terms of breath and mind and body, and bring all of those connections together. And by the first ice cold bath, we did, I think, 60 seconds. The second, I think we did 90 seconds. By the end, the third and final one, we went over 2 minutes, which is just incredible. I just realized how icy this light is. I cannot get the lighting right today. So yeah, I love catching up with girlfriends one-on-one. Don't get me wrong, they all love to see the baby, and they're really good with the baby as well. But I can sometimes feel that when the baby is there, I'm not fully present, because of course I'm looking after the baby, I'm making sure the baby's needs are met. So when I can have a wellness date, that's my sort of jam. I absolutely love that.